welcome to my channel, Dietcoke.and.Diamonds. My name is Natalie, and today we need to fill out my bracket for the Mini TP Madness event. I finished all my minis, so we're gonna go through them, pick the winner for each thing, and declare an overall winner. So this is the butterfly edition from Paint Gem. There were 16 butterflies in this set. I will use this as kind of like a post review as well and talk about things I changed, things I liked, things I didn't like. But I completed this set for the Mini DP Madness event. If you are unaware, Mini DP Madness is an annual event run by Carra, the principal painter, Courtney, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, Michaela from Michaela Renee, and Ashley, Messy Girl Crafts. It is in the month of March, and it's basically an event to celebrate all things minis. You only have to complete 6 minis. There's a bracket element that I think is a lot of fun, but it's not a requirement. And it's just a fun time. It's a fun time. So the event is ending because March 31st is next week. However, hopefully they'll do this again in 2027. And if you weren't able to join in on it this year, you can join in on it next year. So we're going to go through and talk about each set, which I did randomly pick my sets earlier in the month for the event, and talk about what I like about each one, what I don't like about each one, and which one is the winner. And then we'll declare an overall winner. Okay, first up, we've got the Vanessa Atalanta versus the Colorado Hair Streak. So this is the Vanessa Atalanta. Let's talk about this one for a second. I did add in some ABs right here in like the orangey part and red, maybe that is red. No, there's an orange and a red, like crystal AB that I added in here. Other than that, it's as charted. I think that one turned out pretty cute. I like it. I had no major issues with this one. Overall, the black in this set was trash. It was awful. And as you can see, there's a lot of black in this one, but there's a lot of black in a lot of them. So I can't really hold that against it. So there's this one. The next one is a Colorado Hair Streak. I changed out all of the black on this one to a black crystal drill that I had. I don't really think you can see it on camera, honestly. In person, it's much more noticeable that those are crystals, but on camera, I just don't think it translates. So I think I like this one better. I think I'm gonna go with the Colorado Hair Streak for this matchup. In general, I just think it looks better. Like it's pretty, I like the purple. It's not as much black. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, one down. I don't even know how many to go. Next, we have the Monarch, classic Monarch. I did make a lot of changes in this one as well. I changed out the yellow, the orange, one shade of orange, because there were a few shades of orange. A shade of yellow, a shade of orange, and a shade of red for crystal ABs. I like how that one looks. At first, I thought maybe I had done too much with the bling, but I do think it looks pretty nice, honestly. I did like it a lot. And then this one is versus the Papilio Ulysses, which is this one right here. In this one, I added in this blue AB. Paint Gems are not charted with special drills, so any specials that you may see in these are something that I added. I was dippling and dabbling and enhancing the set. So it's these two. Ooh, this is hard. Yikes. I really like them both, to be honest. I do really like them both. I like these both. This isn't fair. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the Monarch for this set. I really like them both. I wish they were not paired up with each other because I want them to both continue, but I just think the Monarch, I like the bling I added to this one, and I just think it's really pretty. So I think I'm gonna go with the Monarch for this one. Plus it's a classic Monarch. That was like the only one that I knew before I started this. Okay, so now we've got the Clouded Sulfur, which is this one right here. I really like the shape of this one. This one's probably more of like a moth, I would guess, but I really like the shape of the wings on this one. Versus the Anthocharis cardamomes, which is this one right here. I did not enhance either one of these. They're both as charted. So we've got this one. And I think this one might also be kind of like a moth. Like I feel like these are both, I feel like this was a good matchup because the colors kind of like go together. I like these. I really like the wing shape on this little guy right here. So I think I'm gonna declare this one the winner. So this is the Clouded Sulfur. The next one is the Crimson Patch, which I did not enhance. So it's this one right here. I like that. I like that a lot. This one, if Tiffany was a butterfly, I feel like this is what she'd look like. That's such a weird thing to say. That's such a weird thing to say, but it's just true. I feel like this is Tiffany's spirit butterfly animal. And then we have, this one is versus the Zebra Swallowtail, which is this one right here. So, Tiffany as a butterfly or the Zebra Swallowtail. I mean, I gotta go with Tiffany at this point. Like, come on. I do really like this one. I think it is pretty. And I like the shape of it as well, but I like this one. So we're gonna go with the Crimson Patch. And we're gonna do them all, as you can see, and then we'll go in and do the ones that won. Okay, next up we've got the Blue Copper, which is this one right here. This one I did at my mom's, and there's a mistake on this one. This is not what this is supposed to look like entirely. This darker line right here that's going down on each side that like starts at the top and comes down is not the right color. I was like on the struggle bus, couldn't find the right color. It was right in front of my face the whole time. Swapped it out for another color from another kit and actually swapped out the wrong color. My bad. I was not picking them off. So that's not the right color. It's not that far off, but like this darker line is not right. So what is this? Blue Copper versus Morpho Cypress. This one, I put some fairy dust in, like the white fairy dust. It's very subtle, so on camera you probably cannot even tell, but there's like white fairy dust in there. So Morpho Cypress versus Blue Copper, and it is hands down no competition. This one wins. I love this one. I think this one is gorgeous. Love it so much. Okay, next we have Tiger Mimic Queen. I wonder if this is called Tiger Mimic Queen because it kind of looks like the monarch. So it's like mimicking the monarch. Do we know? Somebody told me last time what a person who studies butterflies is, and I don't remember. But that's this one. I do really like this one. I think it's really pretty. I like the colors. Did I enhance this? No. No. That one is as charted. Versus the green birdwing. I did do some bling on this one, as you can see. So there's some green crystals up here at the very top. And then some green AB going on right here. There's also some of that green crystal in there and the green AB as well. So it's just two different colors, but I think it added so much to this butterfly right here. And while I do like them both, this one made me so happy. This was the first one that I did where the enhancements were like, I really loved how the enhancements looked. So this one is the green birdwing, and that one. I already wrote that one in. I only wrote 2 of them in, and that was one of the ones I'd already written in. So that one I already knew. That's the winner of that one. Okay, next we have Chiricahua White versus, and that's this one right here. Very simple little guy. I actually really liked doing this one because it wasn't a ton of black, and the black was just so trash prone. It was awful. Versus the Papillo Machon. There are no enhancements to this one. So that's this one right here. I also really liked this one. I liked the bright yellow. I thought that was fun to kind of mix it up. So these two versus each other. And I'm going to say this one wins this matchup. I just like a bright and happy situation. What can we say? All right. And then our last two, these were actually the first two that I did in this set. This one is the Purist Rapé. I really, despite how bland and boring this one is, I loved this one because it's a ton of line blocking. Like there's just lines of this like khaki color and it was great. No enhancements were done to this one because like what would I enhance? Versus this one, which is Aglaus EO. And I did add some ABs right there and then some blue AB right there. So I think this was like a yellow AB right here. And then like the blue AB that's in there. So you can see the blue AB up here as well. Is that fairy dust too? No. No. Okay. I mean, that's not really a competition. So Aglaus EO won that one. Okay, so now we've got our initial winners. So now we're going to go deeper into our bracket, right? So here's where we are. Excuse my terrible handwriting. I've had terrible handwriting my entire life. It just be what it be. Okay, so now we have the Colorado Hair Streak, which is our purple one, versus the Monarch. So I'm going to just pull the winners over. So here's our Colorado Hair Streak versus the Monarch. Ooh. I still think I like the Colorado Hair Streak better. I do really like the Monarch, but I don't know. I love the shape. Something about the shape of these wings really gets me going. Like, I like the shape of these wings more than the classic, like, butterfly wings, you know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to go with the Colorado Hair Streak for that one. Next, we have the Clouded Sulfur, which is the yellow one. So these are our losers. Okay, Clouded Sulfur versus Crimson Patch, which is our Tiffany butterfly. So we've got this one, which again, I like the unique wings, versus Tiffany. Tiffany. It's got to be Tiffany. So these two are going here. Tiffany, what's your actual name? It is Crimson Patch. Okay, so Crimson Patch. And then it's these two versus each other. Okay, so Tiffany, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna go with Colorado Hair Streak on this one. I cannot go with the Tiffany butterfly. Look at this super classic butterfly shape. I just really like how different these wings are, and I like how bright that purple is. So I'm so sorry, but Tiffany Spirit Butterfly lost out. So the first half of the bracket is done with Colorado Hair Streak coming on top. So that one's gonna be versus something else. Okay, other side, we've got Morpho Cypress, which is this blue one. This one? Yes, this one versus Green Birdwing. Ooh. I really like both of these. Okay. This is hard. I like these both. I really like how bright and happy this blue one is, but I really like how bright and happy this green one is. They both have classic butterfly shape. Oh, man. I also love the way I blinged this guy up, so I think this one has got to be it. Because I do really love this one and the bling that I did on it. Like, I'm pretty proud of how this one turned out. I'm not going to lie. So I think I'm going to go with this one. So this one is the Green Birdwing. Then we've got Papillo Machon versus Ugly EO. I don't know how to pronounce these, y'all. It's these two. Dang, these are both good too. Even though this one has a more non-traditional shape, like with the way that the wings are cut here, I think I'm going to go with this red one just because it is simply so bright and happy. And I do really like it. And I feel like in nature, let me become a butterfly person. I feel like in nature, these spots are supposed to look like eyes to like ward off predators, which I think is super cool. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So this one is the Aglaeus EO. And so now we've got these two. So we've got the green birdwing versus the Aglaeus EO. I gotta go with the green birdwing. I just love this one so dang much. Yeah, I gotta go with the green birdwing. All right, so now we have our final two. Green birdwing. Okay. Colorado hairstreak versus green birdwing. Am I stoked that the two that are in the finals are ones that I can pronounce? Absolutely. This one has a fun like shape. I love the shape of the wings on this one and how they come to like a point right here. I do really like that. But I like the bling I did on this one, even though it's a more classic shape. This one is a little bit darker toned. Like even the purple is not as bright and happy as the green. I think I've got to go with this one. I think this one has to be the winner. Did I know this was going to win the whole time? When I did them, I thought it was going to win the whole time. But honestly, I needed to step away from this set. That's going to be our winner. Let me write it in here. Green birdwing. Yay! The winner! All right, let's talk about this kit for a second. So when I was working on these, I was so sick of them, honestly. Like, I couldn't wait to be done with minis. I was like, I hate this event, which you guys know, this is my favorite event of the year. But I was like, why am I doing this? I hate these minis. I don't ever want to work on them again. And I was working on this set and then immediately working on Pretty Little Gem Christmas beverage set. And I hate to admit this, but the quality on the Pretty Little Gem drills was so much better than the quality on the paint gem drills that it really bummed me out. I love paint gem. I have quite a few paint gems left in my stash. Honestly, I've had some like muddy symbols with paint gem, but for the most part, that issue has been resolved. I haven't ordered a paint gem in a while. So it is possible that they have improved the quality of their drills. But the black drills were just such a bummer to work with. And like, honestly, there were 16 kits here. I would say at least 10 of them were majority black drills. And so it was just kind of a headache to work on. And I was so sick of this set and I did not want to do it anymore. So I didn't have the best attitude when doing these. This one I did pretty early on. Like this was one of the first 4 that I did. So I wasn't really paying attention to how pretty, like I just felt one pop off. Yeah, like I just, like this, that's a bummer. I don't have a pen up here. Can I get this back? And it's got a tab on it. Like, and this isn't even a black drill. This is a purple drill. All right, I got it back in there. But like the quality is just, it's just not as good as with the comparison to Pretty Little Gem, it's not as good. I'm just going to be honest about it. Like it is what it is. I hope they've improved their quality. I haven't ordered from Pretty Little Gem in quite a while because I have so many, I don't need to. And then I ordered from Pretty Little Gem. I worked on the one set so far, loved it. The quality on the drills was amazing. I did have some muddy symbols with the Pretty Little Gem. So they're not perfect either. But I just hope that Paint Gem improves their quality of their drills because it really kind of put a bummer on this for me. Like this one is gorgeous. I don't even remember doing this one. And like, this is beautiful. Like I'm shocked that this one's so pretty and I didn't even like notice it because I finished it and just threw it to the side because I was so sick of these. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like as far as, I don't usually give my kits star ratings, but let's just do it. So as far as like a star rating goes for this kit, I would say if we're talking like 10 stars, I'm going to give this like a 6 because the enjoyment just was not there for most of the time. The best part to me was being able to bling up some of these kits. Like, I thought that was pretty fun. So anyway, that was like a post review-ish scenario. The glue was fine on all of them. No issues with anything like that. It was just the drill quality was not the best. The symbols were all very clear on the set. I did not have any issues with muddy symbols, which I have had in the past with like reds, specifically with reds and purples. And there was plenty of red and purples in these and no issues with the clarity on the drills at all. So I do encourage you to try out Paint Gem if you haven't. Just know you might run into some quality issues with black drills. So maybe pick a set that doesn't have a ton of black drills. The Doors edition, I feel like doesn't have any 310. It might have a little bit, but I loved the Doors edition. I didn't have any issues with that one. So that is my mini DP Madness bracket wrap up. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with my winner? Where's my winner? Let me pull my winner back out. The green birdwing. Look at it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I really, really love this one. Honestly, I do. So, do you agree with my winner? Do you think it should have been a different one? Have you done this set before? And just give me your overall thoughts. Did you participate in Mini DP Madness? And what kit did you do? And who won your bracket if you chose to do one? I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye! They don't match. They don't match. Did I enhance you? No, really do. I just got a spam call and it cut my camera off. So if my views changed just a tiny bit, sorry. That's super classic, like Tiffany. Not Tiffany. Ah! Do they look like eyes? Guys, it has been a long day. I am so tired. Hair spin. Is that what it's called?